21.
Nice.
Got a face full of it.
All right. Let's go live in
This
3,
dude, man.
2, 1. Okay, if I fucking click it. Oh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Virtual Victory Lane podcast. I am, I guess, the host, I guess you can call me. It is my channel. Gage is here, Jaden's here, and we have our special guest of the week, our first special guest, Anthony Luedy. What is up, my man?
What's up, dudes?
Oh, we're just dudes being dudes,
Yeah, same old.
That's right. That's right.
I'm so excited to have you on here, Anthony, and Jack did not join us because he's driving to Ohio, so lame.
That's right.
Wait, he's driving to Ohio?
He's
Yeah,
stopping while he's going to Ohio. I'm pretty sure visiting family, but he'll be here, like at my home go-kart track. He's actually staying with me from this Thursday to next Wednesday, which is pretty cool.
Very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where's he going in Ohio? Do you guys know?
His dad has family there, I believe, that they're stopping to visit on the way, even though it's not on the way.
Well, is he's going to Ohio
Makes sense.
the week after for karting?
The week after. That's where it is?
Yeah, it's in Ohio.
God damn. I thought you were talking about right now.
No. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what he's doing.
I think the Cincinnati race is coming up.
I just know that he's here tomorrow.
It's next week is Cincy. And then,
oh man, I thought that was like 2 weeks away.
No, it's next.
Dang, he's traveling far a lot. It's back-to-back weeks.
I'm assuming if he does have family in Ohio, he's just staying there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know his dynamic.
I thought
he's
his
got
dad
going
had
on there.
on the way there. I don't know. This is all information I'm getting from my mom, and honestly, I have no idea.
Well, just try to get it from Jack.
Jack's not very. He doesn't communicate.
That was the joke. That was the joke. There's not much communication on our league, or not league, our team.
Our team.
Our team.
Yeah.
Owner.
It's okay, Jack. We love you.
But speaking of our league owner, we have Anthony Luedy in here, the man who runs the Hypershift Racing League, the one that we love so much, Anthony. We're gonna glaze it some more every Wednesday.
Yes.
Even if you're not here, we glaze it.
Yep.
Okay.
But we're obviously really excited to have you here on the podcast, and we just kind of wanted to dive not too deep, but a little deep into how you got into the league ownership side of it and admin side of that whole ordeal, that whole subset of sim racing.
Well, I mean, I was part of RSR for a long time. The league owner at that point decided to step away. He got remarried and all that stuff, and his life kind of headed in a completely different direction. And me and Sheffield decided we were going to try to keep RSR alive, and we did. Taking on the admin roles, it went pretty well. Ultimately, the timing was right, and with me to be able to partner with Aaron with Peacemaker, and it just felt right, and it was just the right time for me to try to go out on my own and do something a little bit different, and try to break away, full transparency from some of the negative energy that was being built within the drivers. And at the end of the day, I'm glad I did.
Yeah, I mean, we're all glad you did too, because we joined, or at least me and Jack joined the last half. I don't think we even did the full season of RSR. We did the last half, and we love the racing, and we liked most of the people. But yeah, and then you came over here and you made Hypershift, and I mean, especially from year one, it was, I think, really good. But year two's, I think, even gotten better. I mean, we go a lot of green flag running in our league, and that's not to knock other leagues, but there's not a lot of green flag running in a lot of leagues.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
especially for the driver count. That's it's pretty impressive. There's a lot of drivers in the league. Every week we have a pretty good chunk of people, which is also not very common. But yeah, just overall through the entire field, it's pretty clean.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it, man. And I certainly don't do it by myself. I have a really good admin team. We work together. with Adam and Kent. They play a huge role in what we do. But I'm one of those guys that I feel like the mentality kind of starts at the top. And look, we're not perfect, but I really believe in what we're doing, and I'm excited about where we are as opposed to where we were in season one. We have definitely grown, and I'm looking to keep my foot on the gas under the Hypershift brand and keep growing this thing as much as we can.
Yeah, we're excited to grow it too. I mean, we're obviously as big of a role in growing it as you are, and a lot of those guys in the admin side of it behind the scenes. But we really do love the league, and that's why we want to get your insight, on our dynamics, because obviously
Exactly.
we kind of just look at our own bubble, like me, Jaden, and Jack, and Connor. We kind of look at our own bubble. We don't care or really, think outside that box as much as maybe you do.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's definitely a fine line there, right? I mean, I think you guys, your team knows, and there's a couple other teams that, I'm pretty close with. And outside of Hypershift, I think we're all pretty good friends and we communicate a lot. I always try to be there for people, even when you make a ton of mistakes. I try to be more of a friend and a mentor than cracking the whip and making shit worse, making stuff worse.
That's okay.
Um, but yeah, it's at the end of the day, I have to be an admin, and when people make mistakes, it's important for us behind the scenes to recognize that the brand has to come before friendships, and sometimes you have to park your friends, right, Gage?
I've been parked, yeah. Well, I was a young lad. I'm pretty young, but sometimes I get a little squirrely. It is how it is sometimes. But
Yeah, but I'm really proud of where we are right now. It's we're not an admin team that walks around and thinks we're perfect. I take it to the chin and I stand up on the front lines and tell people, hey, listen, man, I screwed up. I'm going to take this one to the chin, and we're going to take this information and we're going to try to make it better. I'm not going to sweep it under the rug. And again, I think, the positive mentality and outlook starts at the top. And I do my best to make sure that I try to keep that mentality as well as the rest of the guys in the admin team.
I was muted there. I was talking to myself, but yeah, I mean, I think you guys were great. Jaden, you got more to chime in and maybe ask on Anthony's side.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like the league has developed a lot, and you said that you feel as if, as an admin and just an owner, like you've learned a lot as building Hypershift and all the roles that you've played as an admin. But other than that, how do you think you've developed in other
Positive
aspects?
mentality and outlook.
Maybe as a driver or some other angle on it.
Honestly, I don't hate the question. I just don't know how to answer it because I don't want to sound like a douche. But I feel like
Don't worry about that.
I feel like from the beginning of when we started our very first season in Hypershift, granted, I still had a few years of experience under my belt as a driver. I felt like by the end of season one, I was a completely different driver than started that year. Because I finally had my head in the right place and the environment was good. The toxic level had dropped to nearly zero, and I was able to focus on my racecraft. And, I'm really proud of that. I know that there were a couple people that just made significant gains, and I'm really proud to say that I was one of them. Chase Abel was another. I miss Chase, man. I wish he was still with us.
Chase.
But
he was
he
fun
was,
racing
he was a completely different driver at the end of season one than when we started this league.
Absolutely.
And there's a guy sitting over there too, the 78 car. Okay, come on now. I mean, from A to Z was a completely different driver. Over 32 weeks or 30 weeks, whatever we ran last year, you're running with the same people, man. You learn a lot, and that's what it's about,
Oh, and I honestly think that I've noticed that you've developed a lot, and I honestly feel like I have, especially from last year. I've learned a lot just through karting as well. The off season definitely helped, but I feel like as an entire league, especially the people that stayed around, the competition got a lot tighter from last year. So even though I feel like I got better, it doesn't look like I've gotten a lot better because a lot of other people have gotten better too. So it's really fun to see the entire league grow together. not just in viewerships and having cleaner racing, but just the driving aspect as well. And the respect is going up. Um, I've noticed a lot more respect this year than last season between the drivers. I think that admin has done a good job with dealing with that as well. So kudos to you for that.
Sometimes you got to shut the idiots down, man. I'll just leave it at that.
Absolutely. You got to do what you got to do, especially from the position that you're in, and to keep the integrity of the league.
Yeah, no,
But
I'm
honestly,
just
you're
kidding,
doing,
but no, I
you're
really
doing
appreciate it.
amazing job.
Jaden, bud. But yeah, I mean, Jaden, man, you were completely right on there. Jaden, from when he started last year, I mean, I hope that's what Connor does. No offense to Connor, but Connor's had a
Hey,
really,
I ran like Connor last season.
yeah.
Like,
I
you
mean,
got to
yeah,
start somewhere, man.
yeah, yeah. Connor's had it
Yeah.
rough.
Well, and I think the one thing that we've seen behind the scenes too, and certainly not, again, we're not picking on the guy, but it's really easy to overcorrect these next gen cars. On my team, we call it the death wobble. Once that car starts to death wobble to the right, you're done, right? Good luck saving it. And those minor details of not knowing how to save the next gen dude, it's a super, super fine line. And he's just busted his butt a few times, man. But when you watch TV on Sundays, guess what? The pros do the same thing. So, that's part of this new car.
Yeah, this new car is weird. I mean, you'll have all the grip in the world and then none. It's very different than even the truck or Xfinity right now, or even especially the Arca car. Like they have so much grip, and you can like it slowly loses grip when you're losing it. The next
Yeah,
gen just snaps and you die.
Right. It's just gone.
yeah.
Yep.
I fell to that at Richmond this year. I tried to correct it after cutting. I can't remember who I cut off, but I spun myself out and I went right into the wall. And Connor races a lot of other leagues and other NASCARs and other cars, so it's a lot of track time. But the next gen cars are so different. The transparency is not there, so it's just really about track time. I think practice is what gets it, but racing around good people also helps, and I feel like that's also plays a factor in the development part of the entire league. Is that everybody gets better together. But racing around people that are better than you is how you get better. So
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
just more fun.
when there's difference development. I mean, you can do 1,000 laps in the test session by yourself, and then hop into a race and still drive terrible.
Yeah,
It's just being around other cars and knowing where your car is, how far your nose, everything about that. It's just a learning experience, and especially if you jump around like Connor does with all the cars he drives, like that's really different tendencies than what the cars do, and that can bite you sometimes when you oversaturate yourself and you don't kind of focus on things at maybe one at a time. It can really it kind of overfloods your brain with, well, this worked in this car, but it don't work in this car.
yeah,
It's very interesting, and that's like the damage model. Like if you get some damage in the next gen, you might be fine, or if you get the damage in the trucks on like the right rear, your car's killed. It could be 2 seconds of damage. It's very interesting, and like you said with development, you're the best way to get better is to just race. I
yep,
really do think that. I mean, running test laps doesn't do anything for you. You can go fast as you want. You can get pole as much as you want. This racing, in at least NASCAR side of it, it's not, it doesn't involve how fast you go in a one lap. It's a really long haul race.
Oh,
We
absolutely.
and we have long green flag runs in Hypershift, so I think that's why this league is so good at bringing people like you last year, hopefully Connor at the end of this year, like Chase, Abel. And I love Chase, man. He's awesome.
yeah,
He still comments on my personal profile on Instagram. He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, it really is.
But yeah,
yeah. Honestly, Hypershift has opened a lot of doors. Just in general. Like you guys today. I've been lucky enough to meet Gage and Jack and Connor. I also met Gavin Grubbs.
Nice.
So just
Awesome.
stuff like that. It's really cool to see the community.
Absolutely, man. I'm certainly proud of that part. Honestly hoping to meet a few of y'all here soon and just keep that train rolling, man. I always got kind of keep it in the back of my mind, right? Like when you get 30, 35 people, not every single person's going to see eye to eye. You're not going to please everybody equally, but when you got the majority on your side, you know that you've done something right. And the atmosphere in Hypershift does not suck, and we've got a really good group of people, man. So I'm really proud of that, and you know I appreciate you guys having me on to talk about it. Honestly, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have the biggest following on the channel, but we're growing, right? But
Yeah.
it's fun to talk, and like we love this stuff. I really love it. If you couldn't tell, um,
No.
I breathe it every second of the day. Like today at
And
work, I
please
was.
excuse me, by the way. I have got a wicked cough. I got you on push
No,
to
you're
talk because
good.
I am coughing my brains out today. So I apologize.
No, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I have a lot of the sneeze when I'm like in the summer. I sneeze a lot, so I usually am just like when I'm at work because it's all dusty. I sneeze like nonstop.
Right, man. Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm
Oh,
hacking.
you're
So
good. Perfectly fine, man. But yeah, I think that really leads us into the race we just had at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, my home racetrack. I love Indy. And talk maybe about that. And Jaden, you want to talk about? Obviously, you weren't on the podcast last week, um, so you want to talk about maybe your run at Atlanta the week prior, real quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good run. I felt like me and you had a lot of pace off the start. You definitely had a little bit more speed than I did. I feel like we kind of just kept ourselves in decent spots. Some stuff happened, unfortunately. Um, but I felt like the car was fast the entire time. I felt like the track was also very different this time by the tires were it was very hard on the right front. I was struggling pretty bad with that. I had actually gotten some wheel damage as well, so that was not fun in the corners. Sorry, some front end damage on one of the restarts. So that really took a toll on the tires. But I feel like I was able to salvage a pretty good spot in fourth. I was trying to get to the car in front of me on that last lap, and he had the draft off of the 15, the lap car. Kind of got separated, and I couldn't pull them together with the tires I had. So it is what it is. A fourth place finish ain't bad. Wish I would have got the podium and gotten an interview because that's always fun. But good points day overall, um, which helped after my rough day at Indianapolis.
Yeah. Way to lead into Indy, but yeah. Um. Honestly, if you didn't take out the overtime restart, it was a really bad night for the team. It was a really
Yeah.
if we don't go into overtime, we lose the race. uh, Jack dies. You died. Connor dies.
Yeah.
I almost died. It wasn't a great race, and they were all. I think all of them were self-inflicted, aside from Jack, because Jack
Yes.
Jack got murdered.
yeah,
I didn't
uh,
put any practice in that week, which was on me.
I do that any
I went
week.
in cold turkey, and I was not a fan of it. I felt like I pushed it way too wrong for way too long, and by the time I noticed, I was dropping like a stone and got in dirty air and smacked the wall. So that was the end of that.
Yeah, he talk about dirty air. I think the man who joins us on the pod, he was talking right after the race and how he was making your life absolute hell for
yeah.
Yeah,
20
I
laps.
might have
yep.
brought that up once.
The one time I hopped to the outside of corner two, I can't remember what lap it was, and I was just trying to build a run to get to you, and you ran right in front of me. And as soon as you went square in front of me, I went way up into that top lane, almost hit the wall. Had to check up big. I was frustrated. The
I know.
track
I
conditions were
I
great.
may or may not have sent Gage a message after that, and I was like, well, this might be a lesson to the 78 to not get mouthy the week before. And he's like,
Yeah.
what? And I'm like, I made his life hell.
Oh yeah. No, I was not
Sorry,
having it.
buddy.
And I honestly think that didn't help with my tires either, because every corner I was just no grip on the front, and it was just plowing into the exits. And Indianapolis, those walls come up quick on the exits. That was not helpful. It's not my strongest track. I definitely had a better run last season. I ended that short. I sped on the pits, uh, which was unfortunate, but we're yet to have a good run at Indianapolis.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe next.
I think it's just the next gen. I mean, I started plumb last or close to it. And the restarts you can move. Everyone is in terrible air, so you can kind of move around. But I think I got past you, Anthony, and then I stalled in 12th. Like I could not catch anyone. I didn't gain on anyone. I didn't like gain on you. I was just there, and I felt like once everyone got spread out, there was no making time up or losing time unless you made a mistake. It was
Yeah, it was really tough.
I don't know
The
if it
track
was
position,
maybe the
man.
track temp was super low. I don't remember what track temp was. But it was
It
just
wasn't, and that's the thing is we had the track temp up a little bit more than normal, and we did some testing, and man, even the custom fixed was nearly impossible.
I don't know that.
The only difference is the front end didn't plow as much as the iRacing fixed. I mean, it was a little bit better, but it was still really, really difficult, man. And that's coming to that last restart there. I had nothing. I sent it into turn one, and my front end just ran right up to the wall. And I'm like, there's no way I can hold this, man.
Yeah.
It sucked. I was kicking myself in the balls because I felt like I blew a podium finish, but I'm like, dude, I had no front end left. I hated that moment.
Yeah, I was trying to work you at the restart there. I think if the little bit of tire spin, if you would have got up through the gears, I would have given you the bottom of clean air, and then you and Richard could have fought for second. But the it was just really it was so hard to pass. I mean, once I knew I was clear, I was like, well, I win. Like if Richard clears me, he wins. It was just so bad with dirty air, and that's just the next gen. I mean, it is really hard to pass at Indy all the time in any car, but you can race the trucks there, and you can make passes. You can pack air on people. You can't pack air in the next gen unless you're right on someone's. You're gonna kill them.
Right. Yeah. And then they're wrecking.
Yeah. I feel like once you do it like a decent amount once, like you get a good little brick up into the corner, just a little too much heat into the tires, it's really hard to come back from that without actually getting a new set of tires, and kind of just resetting as a whole. The next gen car does not like to get out of the loop as easily as another car. I feel like it's a very groovy car, if that makes sense. It kind of plants itself in the corners and it doesn't slide around as much, compared to like a truck or an Xfinity car or O'Reilly car, sorry. Where if you overheat it a little bit, I feel like you can kind of run it a little bit differently and um, help yourself out with that.
Yeah, these tires are just temp. It's not wear. It's all temperature. That's the whole thing with
Yeah.
the next gen. It's temperature. But I mean, yeah, Indy was it was an interesting race. It was I mean, I'm glad I won, but I don't feel like I was nearly. I don't know who was the best car. I think Dwayne was, honestly, because I mean he probably hated me at the end. I aero blocked him for 15, 20 laps to try to let Jack win, and then Jack with clean air gives it up in two. So, but and then but I mean he passed both of us for the win late. So I would say the 51 was probably the best car. He did have four tire. I think he had four, but I don't think that mattered all that much. I think it was just he was better at the end. But then that caution comes out when Jack got spun off Doug Denise's nose on the backstretch. And man, poor poor Jack. poor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he has had it rough. And we look at the finishing results. I mean, Jack, man, it is such a tough season for him because he has speed. I think he's just as fast as me every week, and Dwayne and Matt, who are top 4 in point or top 3 in points. I think if the DNFs, because that's the boogeyman for him, is the DNFs. They are a plague. And I mean, you look at his season, every race he's finished, it's a top 5. Every other one is like out of the top 15, 20. It's a really different tale of two seasons with Jack, and the speed he has compared to last year is, I think, way better. But the execution, not even on his part all the time, but just the execution and kind of the luck is just, I mean, it's a poor for the poor guy. And I feel for him because, I mean, he cares a lot about this too. And man, he's in a tough points hole right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely a fluke this week, though, and it's not just because I run with Doug every week, but he's one of the cleanest drivers we got. He just tried to side draft him, and the cars got stuck together, and he felt really bad. I know he probably went up and talked to Jack. That he just don't drive that way, and I know he felt really bad about that. But you know what, man, it's racing. Stuff happens,
Oh yeah, I mean, Doug races. I think probably one of the cleanest guys in here, if not the cleanest. He's
he really is.
clean. I mean, I've done that same thing. I did it the week prior. It's really easy to do, especially in the next gen. I don't know why. I think it's
you just can't get off of them. Just the cars kind of get stuck together and just sucks them around. It is what it is.
Sadly, Jack will be missing this week's race as well.
I'm bummed about that. I mean, I'm happy about that because that's one more spot for me. But
he's really fast in Michigan too, and that's the thing that stings for the kid is this. I think he'll miss probably next week too because he'll be doing karting in Ohio, so he's gonna miss 2 weeks, and he's already in a points hole. I mean, it just really sucks for the poor guy. But I mean, if you look at the race result, I mean, Richard Wilsper finished second, Dallas Humans finished third. So really good runs from those two guys. Zachary Nerney, he's new, isn't he, Anthony?
Yeah, he's only been with us for 3 races, maybe.
Yeah, a great run for Zachary. You obviously got a top 5, coming home P5. Brian King, Adam Boughton in the top 10. Osborne, Mueller, and Huso the top 10. But I don't think that's how it was going to shape up. I think this was Dwayne's race, like I said. And then coming to that overtime restart, I was faking committing to pit road, and as soon as he hit the commitment line, I pulled away and was like, I'm staying out. And then I think he hit the cone or whatever, the commitment line, and he had to pit. So I kind of got lucky. I'm not going to lie. Got really lucky. But Dwayne finished 12th. So, I mean, probably not nearly what that 51 car deserved last week. He was way quicker than 12th.
Yeah, he actually crossed the line and came out behind the cone, so he got an unsafe pit entry.
Was that what I was thinking of something like that? I was like,
yeah, he just went a little bit too deep.
Yeah, I think he thought I was committed because I was like, I'm surprised in how many cars pit. I don't know what their fuel was. I don't know what was your fuel like at the end, Anthony?
I didn't have any. Okay. I it was like 0.5 or 0.3 or something like that across the line. Like I didn't have any gas at all.
Yeah, for me, I had 0.2 after the line, so I was very lucky we didn't have another one.
If we would have had another green white checkered, everybody up front would have had to pit, and I think that's probably their philosophy is, pit now, and everybody in front's going to have to pit. But it definitely cost some people, like you said. The 51 was lightning fast, so he definitely didn't get to finish where he should have.
Yeah, the 51 obviously gets the big knock in the results, and he isn't racing this weekend or this week either tomorrow night. So
that's right.
That's a big points thing for me and Matt. Obviously, he's third in points, I believe. Dwayne is. We'll look at the points here in a second, but pretty sure Dwayne is second or third in points. He's one of the two. But yeah, I mean, all in all, I think Indy was how we all kind of expected Indy to go, as far as Indianapolis is in the next gen. And I'm gonna be there. Yep. I'm gonna leave after work and drive down there to watch the truck race, and probably watch the single file cup race.
Nice.
Amazing.
But yeah, I mean, all in all, 2410 Esports at Indy, we won't miss you.
That's for sure.
We won't miss Indy for this year. I that's with me winning. I just didn't. I was happy I won, but it was probably the least. What's like the least excited I don't know how to explain it. It was felt like my least deserved win, because I just kind of got gifted it. Right, I didn't do anything. I lost the battle with Dwayne. I lost the battle on the restart with Jack on the last restart before that. I didn't do anything spectacular. All my track position was because I flipped on tires. So it was. I mean, I like winning, but what, Jaden?
It's just a part of the game, man.
I mean, it is, but I don't like that. I want to just be faster. Like I wanted to be what the 51 was able to do is, I'm gonna take 4 and I'm gonna go past them, and he did do that. Like that's what you strive to do, is just you're just that much better. But I mean, it's coming to Michigan next week, which honestly I think is a good track for me. I don't know about you guys, but I love Michigan. I love going in real life to watch it. It's a great
Yep.
race to go watch. But Michigan is one of the best and most unique racetracks that we go to in the Cup circuit.
It's definitely an interesting one. Um, the multi-lane grooves and just how wide it is and how fast it is. Fastest track we visit. It's really cool. I like how it's momentum based. You really got to figure out how to make runs and where to throw the car and where not to. It's overall a fun track. I've been practicing a little bit, so I'm looking comfortable into the race. Unfortunate Jack won't be there because I know that he's also very good at Michigan.
Yeah, I met Jack at his first start at Michigan and RSR, and then he wrecked me, and I didn't like Jack. I didn't like Jack. I hate that
That's
kid.
funny.
That's what I thought he was like some because Jack Simpson sounds like a 50-year-old man. Like that's what you think of.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Like
It's Jack
you,
Simpson the third.
yeah. Well, he doesn't say that in iRacing. It just says Jack Simpson. I'm like, who
He hates
who
that.
in the just wrecked me off too. I was so mad. And RSR there's a lot of good guys in there, and I was having a good run, and that's how I met Jack. And then a week later, we were teammates at Daytona, and I think that was kind of how it all started for the team, which is kind of cool. And that's 2 years ago now, which is crazy. Crazy. And that was my first league, and then I came here, and I love this place. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Michigan, a lot of fond and not so fond Jack memories.
Yeah, man. I love it, man. Now that we're not racing Auto Club, Michigan's probably one of my favorite places. I just
Fun,
love
yeah.
I mean, we can run Auto Club in the sim, but IRL, the fact that they don't run there is a catastrophe in my
Oh,
opinion.
yeah.
But I just love it. There's nowhere that you can't run in Michigan. I would say honestly, as polar opposites as they are, I think Michigan and Pocono are probably my two best tracks. So I'm really looking forward to going there.
Absolutely. Michigan. I wish we had another track like Auto Club in Michigan. Like they were quite similar. We need another style track like that. NASCAR, we need another style track like that.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
they probably won't ever make anything that big. Again, sadly. Um, but I mean, it would be cool because personally, I think it's one of the best racing. Michigan has some of the best racing we in NASCAR, and Auto Club did too.
Oh.
I think those tracks do really good in the next gen car as well. As hard and tough as they are, and maybe not so good at tracks like Indy, I think Michigan is good because it gives you the space to dance around. The dirty air still affects you, but you're kind of able to play around more, and I think it's a little bit more raceable in this car.
Yeah, when you go to, I think Michigan in the sim is even better than Michigan in real life. You can run everywhere in the sim, especially if the setup's good enough. Top,
Yep.
bottom, like anywhere works at Michigan. That's what makes this. And you talked about momentum. Like there's momentum, and then there's like the skill part of it too. It's really just a great track. The facility's nice when you go there in real life.
Yes.
There's not I think a nicer group of fans. It's been packed the last few years. I remember going pre-COVID, and the stands did not look great.
Yeah.
They were not great, and then they switched it to one date, and the track is like it's like you're going back to the early 2000s. It is packed, full, sold out. It's electric. I love that place.
And they do the wave.
They do the wave. I don't participate. I
That's
don't
badass.
participate. See, when I'm at a race, I do this. I look and I'm like, "Where's the 3 car?" That's what I do. I don't even pay
I'm,
attention to anything else.
Well, it's
I'm like
before the
that with
race,
them.
you goof.
Well, I mean, I don't have fun. I'm just like, okay, we're gonna mess up our pit stops. We're gonna.
This is the no fun gauge.
This is the no fun gauge. Well, you should have saw once Hocevar caused that restart wreck and Austin got wrecked. I was not very happy. I was not a happy camper.
That's funny.
Have you seen Austin Dillon win?
Austin Dillon? Well, there's not very
Yeah,
many
in
of
person.
those, so no.
Dang.
I would love to. Don't get me wrong. If Austin Dillon
Go to
somehow
Richmond.
pulls it out of his, that's what I want to do. I want to go to Richmond. I'm not even kidding. I want to go to Richmond.
Oh, you
Just
think he'll do three-peat?
I don't care if he does or not. I want him to do 3P. I don't think he will because I would be shocked. I think he had a better car at Wilkesboro than he ended up finishing. I think that Bowman yellow. Don't get me talking about Bowman right now. Um, but yeah, I mean, Michigan. It does suck, Anthony. We don't go to Auto Club. I love that racetrack. I don't like it in the sim. I'm gonna be honest. I hate it in the sim.
It's bumpy.
Well, it's not the bumps. I just don't like driving it. I've never liked it, which is so weird because I love the racing in real life, but I just don't gel with that racetrack. I don't like it. It is gross. But yeah, I loved Auto Club. I mean, the racing there, especially this the first 2 years. I think I only did 2 years in next gen. I mean, it was so fun. Like that 2022 race where Austin Dillon almost beat Kyle Larson, by the way. But that race was awesome, and then Kyle Busch winning in 23. There's just nothing like Auto Club, and I know you talked about Jaden maybe getting bigger tracks like that. We can't even get the Nashville Fairgrounds to come over and get or a race in general. Like we can't get that, and that track's there. It's there and ready to go, and we can't get a date in any of the series for it. It's just kind of the anti-racing crowd of Karens that need to get out of this country, I guess.
Yep. I honestly think that we need real life iRacing super speedway.
Okay, I don't want to ever hear that again. I don't want to ever hear that again.
Just think about it.
That is quite possibly, as I'm getting a call mid. Get out of here, Caleb. Gosh, I think he can call me whenever he wants. But that is possibly the worst take I've ever heard in my life. iRacing super speedway.
Maybe.
Huh?
Maybe a little bit less banking.
I don't care if it has less, but it's so we don't need a fourth super speedway. We have enough. I was iffy on Atlanta, and I used to call it Trash Atlanta when they first brought it because I was so mad they tore up the old racetrack because I thought it was. I know people whine and complain all the time about green flag running. I like. Not to maybe skip ahead to North Wilkesboro. I loved North Wilkesboro. Watching the Cup race Sunday night. I aside from the time, I don't like Sunday night races. I would rather them be on Saturday. People should just tune in on Saturday so I don't have to do Sunday night races. But I love North Wilkesboro. Even though my driver was a lap down because Alex Bowman sucks. The racing there is what I love. I love green flag runs. I hate when people complain about it. And I don't want that every week. Like I don't want Joey Logano to lead almost 400 laps because that's not fun. But I love that type of racing, and we don't get that a lot anymore because we have the stupid ass stage yellows that ruin the race. Not that Hypershift don't have stage yellows. That's another reason we're superior.
I personally am a fan of the stage yellows.
Okay, this guy. He needs to be banned immediately. Oh, he's talking.
Banned. Some giant just
Left
walked
the door wide open.
We live in a barn.
There we go.
What is this?
Sacrilege.
It is sacrilege. But looking at some stats for coming up at the speedways. Obviously, Dwayne does have the most wins on speedway tracks this year. Me and John are tied for second. Both of mine have been at big 2-mile tracks, but they count as speedways and sim racing hubs, so we're counting it. Anthony Luedy's in the top 10 for speedway stats. He's got actually 6 top 10s and a top 5 now. So the big A Luedy looking pretty good. And Anthony, talk to me about what you're kind of expecting going into Michigan and maybe a little bit of the game plan, a little bit of the sauce.
Honestly, I don't know, man. I'm just really focused on a good run. Aside from the admin stuff, I'm just really focused on the 95 car. Really, really, really trying to put together a good string of runs here headed to the playoffs. And like I said, man, I love Michigan. I know the biggest thing that I'm going to keep my eye on is people self-clearing themselves because you don't know how big the runs are on that top lane and you think you're clear until you're not. That's typically the biggest problem. You just got to be aware of your surroundings because, man, you get momentum and, you're ripping the high line and next thing you know, you got somebody literally foot inside your rear bumper. And it's like, well, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I really think this group's got what it takes to put on a great show. And I think we're going to have a lot of long green flag runs here.
I agree.
I saw the lap count. 112 laps at Michigan is a long ass race. That's
yes,
really long.
it is.
Yeah, we try to keep our races about 200 to 213. No pun there with the 213, but just a little over 200-mile races, so it's about half. This particular one just landed a little bit longer, 224 miles, so it's one of the longer races of the year. But I think it's a facility that's going to put on a great show. So, we just went ahead and rolled with it.
I don't mind it. I love the green flag racing. I think I just thrive in this. I'm all for it. I just was shocked when I looked at you guys announced it in the league, the race, whatever it's called, and I saw 112 laps, and I'm like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued to see if we go green, and that might be the only restart. Better have a good restart.
Yeah, I think, green flag pit stops are probably going to mean a lot. With this new update, the pit stops are a lot faster now. You're changing tires and a full tank of fuel, and you're looking at 9 seconds as opposed to 12, 13 seconds, whatever it was. So, that's you got to be on your toes. You got to be ready because it's a big change for us.
Are we running the extra 10 horsepower here or no?
No.
Okay, good. Because last time I did that and I spun off pit road because I forgot we had the.
Yeah, look, it works really good at some places, and honestly, it at the end of the day, you're going faster down the straightaway, which is cool. But the fact of the matter is this car is just not built like a Gen 4 car. I mean, it just isn't. And sometimes it just simply makes the product worse. Is it cool to go fast? Hell yeah. Do we want to go fast? Hell yeah. It doesn't always work with the iRacing setup, though. You know what I mean? And we've got to keep that in mind because we want good racing. We don't, if it's not going to be a benefit, then we're just maybe custom fix setup would fix that. But right now we just try to run the fixed as much as we can, and that way it's the most fair to do things, right? I mean, open super cool. I love it. I'm not trying to go down that rabbit hole, but with what we've got right now and what we talked about, just the tremendous different levels of talent here, the fix setup's the way to go for us right now, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, I've been in the A Open lobbies, and I think a lot of the guys that run good in A Open would not run good if they didn't have the setups they have in their car. Like,
oh, I agree 100%.
I think a lot of the guys that make it the Coke Series, all those guys, if they did Road to Pro with fixed setups, there would be a lot of guys that don't make it back, a lot of them, and that's something I have. That is one of my biggest pet peeves about iRacing. Why the hell is it not a fixed setup for a league that's supposed to be your best drivers? And I've seen the best drivers race on what is it, Thursday nights? Do they race Thursday nights?
Tuesday, I think it is.
Tuesday. Well, I've
Yeah,
seen
I
it,
think
and
so.
it's abhorrent. It's abhorrent.
It ain't that good, is it?
No. I think I watched I watched maybe the recap of Dover, and I'm like, wow, that looks like what I expect. I remember watching a few years ago at Vegas. We're hooking guys for wins. I don't understand that. I don't understand how if I did that in an official or in a league race, I'm not racing anymore. Like I don't see how this is supposed to be our best guys, and you go in the top split, and it is the worst group of people on planet Earth. It is like they race each other like assholes. If you're the number one car, I've done trucks at IRP, and that number one car just runs you over. As soon if you don't just let him go, he's just gonna run you over. It's something
They can't even get teammates to get along in the Coke Series, man. Like they got to do something.
No, it's because we don't enforce anything. I mean, like there's no stinginess in that. It's really frustrating. Like I would love to make a run at that, or I'm sure a lot of more people would. But then you look at the product, you look at the time commitment that it takes to even be a contender in that, and the amount of work it the amount of work you put in to the final product is not. It's not that. And
no, I mean, when you see some of the top guys like, Michael Conti just say, listen, it's been cool, but it's not worth the time anymore. it's not headed in the right direction. I mean, these are people that are leading the industry, and they've got a huge following and backing from people like DL Jr. Like, it doesn't get much better than that on the sim. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
it's just like, all right, it's time for me to bow out. It's not, the prize is not worth the time because the product is just simply not that good,
And I find that really frustrating because I know this is a game. I mean, it's a sim, but I mean, it's a game at the end of the day. But this game costs a shit ton of money, and it costs a lot of time out of people's lives. And that's that's the example. Like when we complain about the racing product in real life with drivers coming up. Well, a lot of drivers coming up play iRacing. And if they can just do that shit on the sim, they'll do it. They do it in real life. I mean, we see it. Like a lot of guys coming up are not very clean. And it's not in the mistake way. It's just I don't care.
right? They just don't care.
I mean, they've never worked anything.
Yep.
Everything's been paid for. And obviously in the sim, it don't cost anything to wreck your shit. So there's no there's no penalty aside from maybe the points, or you might get DQ'd. Whoop-de-doo. Your safety rating might go down. That's just it's a random rant, but it enrages me the product I see on Tuesdays when I do see the Coke series, and I like the idea of the Coke series. I love the idea. The execution is god awful, and that's with a lot of leagues I see. Not to call people out or anything. I'm not gonna call anyone out, but I'll watch big leagues, and we just allow like big money races. People just wreck each other.
Yep. It's pure luck.
Well, it's like
honestly.
You're allowed to wreck each other for money. That's like when you shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. That's when it counts the most, especially in those big leagues. They should be enforcing that like huge. And when a big league does something like that and lets that kind of stuff slide, it also shows other leagues the wrong thing. And honestly, it makes other leagues develop in the wrong way, which is also not a good thing.
Yeah, a lot of favoritism. If it benefits the admin, then it's okay, kind of stuff. Just
I was
Yeah.
in.
it's exactly what we don't do. So again, I'm proud of that, man. I don't even want to be in that category. I just want to have fun, have some good racing, and yeah. Whatever.
And you've reached that for sure because it's a lot of fun every week.
I was in FTF 500 this year. Obviously, you and Jack had your issues in the duels.
Yeah, we did not get to qualify in
I didn't get to qualify in for. We're not gonna
PGR
talk,
500.
We're not gonna talk about how I.
Yeah,
got
you
screwed
and Jack
over.
made that.
Yeah, I know. I was very well aware. I sat down and spotted the entire thing. But I was in the FTF
Thank you, Pete.
500, and Carson Hostevar got a provisional. He paid his way into the purse.
Yeah.
Made the purse bigger, which I mean I was okay with. I don't mind. But then he intentionally wrecked someone. Why?
Oh.
Like, why? He did that. He intentionally wrecked. I think it was I think it might have been Zelensky. It was a Coke guy.
Classic Carson Hostevar.
I was just like, why?
Wait, you sure you got the right guy? He never wrecks people.
It's just pathetic. Like it just...
So wait, hold on a minute. Does he drive the 36 car in Hypershift?
Hey!
Oh,
Hey,
zing zing.
Get this guy out of here.
That was a good one.
No, it wasn't. Okay. We don't give him credit for that. I usually just wreck
you
myself.
opened the door. I had to walk through it.
Yeah, I did. I mean, he did get parked in that race for FTF, but that's a big race. That's a really big race. And
Yes.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
I mean, if anyone gets involved in that, and that's what we show. And I don't like Hostevar, but there's a lot of people that do. I mean, they love him. They love him. If you know his fan base.
Yeah.
Zane Smith was pretty on the nail of the fan base of the Hostevar stands.
Yeah.
But it's that shit, man. I hate it. I'm not the cleanest person. I know that. I think I just kind of get retarded. I get the jitters a lot, I think, as what I do. I'll get too excited of something. Or I'll
It's just a part of racing, man.
I mean, I get mad. I think everyone knows I get mad. But I don't go in and just, I'm going to kill him. Like, I don't do that. Or I have done it before. I'm not gonna lie. I have done it before. I have been banned on iRacing before. But it's something where people will continue to do it. That's on my rant. I'm going off the rails on it, but it just frustrates me to no end.
Absolutely.
And when we're gonna do the what's it called, Jaden, at the end of July. For PGR.
We're doing the SummerSlam 499 presented by PGR, so it's their second biggest event behind the PGR 500. So me and Gage are both entered in that. Hopefully we qualify in. Pretty big race, pretty big payout. Exciting. I'm looking forward to it because I qualified in the PGR 500. Sadly, Jack cannot because that's the week after Cincinnati, I guess. I think it's 2 weeks away. I don't know. I have to look at the schedule.
I don't know what Jack. He just does what Jack does.
Yep.
We don't know what he does. He's off up there in Nova Scotia, that made up place. So
does Jack know what he does?
Exactly.
Jack does not know what he does.
I didn't think so.
I mean, the Jack slander is sometimes not valid, but it's valid. It's
Come on,
valid.
he's Jack Simpson.
It's Jack Simpson. We gotta give him a hard time because I mean he just presents himself to it.
Yep.
It's not hard. It's not. Couldn't probably meet a nicer guy sometimes, but he's such a goober.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a goof.
He is. That is perfect. He should put, instead of Simpson on the name rail, just goof on all of his cars. I mean, goof, and then maybe he wouldn't be a goof in the races anymore. I'm just saying.
I don't know about that one. Don't bet on that one.
I mean, you know, that what's it called? That superstition in racing. That's a lot. That's big, man. Superstition in racing.
Hey, it is. Absolutely. Like the waxing crescent.
Oh, that was last weekend. That was last weekend. Yeah, I saw waxing crescent, and I'm like, this is Austin Dillon's time, dude. I was like,
it was in fact not.
It was the waxing crescent last week.
Yeah, and he has like the most wins under a waxing crescent. Like,
well, we can blame Alex Bowman. Okay, Alex Bowman ruined it.
Yeah, it's your fault, Bowman.
He was running top 10 before Bowman ruined my night, my whole day actually.
Hey, well, Ryan Blaney ruined his own day in the speeding in the pits.
Oh, that was just stupid. That was just stupid.
He was pissed.
I rewatched something came up on my feed today of Chase Elliott. I think it was the first year back. They go on the oval, and he had that blend line violation. And people say Chase don't have a personality. Just listen to that in-car radio. It is awesome. He just goes ape shit.
He does too. That's funny.
And Chase is awesome. I like Chase a lot. I know some people call him boring. There's a lot more boring human beings than Chase Elliott.
Okay, William Byron. Sorry.
Oh God, he does nothing. I mean, the only time I've ever seen him get mad is when he wrecked Denny under yellow at Texas in 22. I think that's the only time I've ever seen him like mad, aside from maybe Darlington when Joey wrecked him.
That's when you put him in the wall there, yeah.
But like he doesn't do anything back.
No, but in a way though, that's kind of a good thing because when you have a personality like that, you don't let people know that they got under your skin.
Yeah, but
I feel like it's pretty obvious because he seems like like he just kicked his puppy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not.
He just looks like he just pissed in his Cheerios, and he just looks.
Yeah,
mad.
Exactly.
Like I just want to see more. I want to see someone punch someone in the face. Okay, I want to see.
I like a driver who will stand up for himself, and I think there's a limit for sure. I think someone who's constantly looking for a fight. Noah Gragson. It's too much. I understand where he's coming from, and I think that, especially San Diego, I don't think that was necessarily all his fault.
Who's? Gregson's?
But Gregson's.
I mean,
I'm a little bit more on Gregson's side, yeah, for that. I think it's just not fair.
I think that was terrible from Kevin.
Absolutely. But somebody who can definitely stick up for themselves, like it shows a lot about their character that they're strong as a driver and they're willing to do what it takes and put you in the right position and earn your respect.
I'm excited for the Zane Smith host of our rivalry and the Corey Heim host. I just can't, because I think Zane Smith is really good. I want them all to be good equipment, and I want them all to kill each other.
Yeah.
I want them all to just, because no one like I think like the current generation of guys, not the younger guys, but the current gen of guys like the Byrons, the Elliots, the Larsons, the Blaneys, they don't do anything to each other. Like, I mean, they'll
Yeah.
wreck the shit out of each other, and then like at Gateway, like I think it was last year, Blaney just gets dumped. He just gets dumped by the 5, and
Yep.
he's just mad. Do something about. I just hate that. I hate the constantly want to be buddies. Like, fuck that guy. like, like,
Ah,
I,
but it'll
I,
just go back and forth with a lot of people, I find.
well, that's where NASCAR steps in. Like, if it goes on for multiple weeks, like it's like the 5th week, you step in. But the one I don't like, I don't understand the penalty in this sport because we fined Ryan Preece for, I guess, maybe getting him loose. We don't even know if he touched him. Ty Gibbs at Texas. We don't even know if
If
that
Priest
happened yet.
gets a penalty, Gisbergen should have got a penalty.
Oh my god, I watched that live. Dude, that was murder.
Yikes.
Oh my.
Yikes.
I watched
Yeah.
that live at because I went to Chicagoland. And
It's pretty
I
blatantly obvious, in
oh
my
my
opinion.
god.
Yeah. I'm
And he
just
hit
not impressed
he,
with them not making that call.
he hit him hard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he
Like,
sent it in there. He was on the throttle for a full second and a
I-
half longer than he should have been.
I don't mind not giving him a penalty. I don't. I really don't. I don't like the difference that Ryan Preece maybe touched Ty Gibbs, and he gets banished to the fucking Shadow Realm. I just hate it. And Zane Smith did the same fucking thing.
I agreed. The only reason I was not okay with it was at a track like
Yeah, yeah.
Chicagoland, like the speeds they were going at. Austin Hill hit the wall really hard, square to the back of the car, and that was not a cool thing to watch. That probably hurt pretty bad, and that's how drivers get injured, especially in this car. We've seen it before. So I just feel like there were better moments to do that, and I feel like Gisbergen will learn that over time, and he did a pretty good job keeping his mouth shut. And I think that's overall what kept him in safety. It seems like if you don't say you did it, then
I
NASCAR
hate that shit
doesn't
too. I hate that
officially
shit too.
see that. Yeah.
Like, NASCAR is smart enough. Shane Van Gisbergen murdered Austin Hill, and he
And you
meant to
could
murder
tell.
Austin Hill. He meant to. I don't care what he called him, a donkey or whatever after the race. He meant to go kill him, and that's fine. I love that. That is what makes NASCAR so different than Formula One or even IndyCar. Like the rivalry, the I will get
Yep.
your ass, Matt. Like that's the
Being
biggest
able
moments
to
of the
have
sport.
fenders is a big one.
Say what, Jaden? I'm sorry.
Having fenders is a big one.
Well,
Definitely.
yeah. But I mean, other series have fenders. Like sports car guys have fenders, and they do it a
Yeah.
little bit, but they don't do it like the Cup guys have. Well, they used to before they got all buddy with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, they used to beat the shit out of each other on pit road. Now we have
Whoa.
like. Say what?
Safety.
I said, whoa.
Safety comes first.
Oh, screw safety.
Not today's generation, I guess.
Oh my
It's not.
god.
It's just not how things roll. I know. It's depressing. Sometimes I wish I lived back in the day, was born 10, 20 years earlier than I was. No offense, Anthony, I don't know how old you are.
Ancient.
903.
Oh, come on.
903.
900.
Not that old.
That's what
Jeez
I've been
Louise,
told.
man.
That's what I've been told. You told me that.
No, I said 812.
Oh, okay. You're right. My bad,
Oh.
man. My bad.
900's pushing it, man.
900 twisted. That's just like that's almost. I don't know what that is. Wait, what's 1,000 years? Was that like a millennium? What is that?
I don't know.
Beats me on my.
That's a lot. That's a lot of years. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not that smart. I just like to turn left, man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's right.
We don't got much. We've hit a lot of the notes that I have down. Maybe we'll quickly touch on Chandler Smith. What do we all think of the truck? And I talked about. I went on my rant of whatever the hell I was yapping about. But what
Hey,
did
I
you
thought the
think
truck.
of Wilkesboro and the truck race and cup race?
I liked the cup race and the truck race. I thought they were both really good. I felt like there wasn't as much action in the truck race as I would have liked. It felt pretty stalled out through the last half. It was cool to see Chandler Smith win. I like seeing the Fords win. I'm happy to see him win. Lane's got a couple this year, so it's cool to see that whole team build. I'm a big fan of Lane. And I also Finger won a couple weeks ago, and he's my favorite truck driver. So it's cool to see some of those guys do a little bit better. At least for me, it seems like you guys aren't so keen on that.
Oh, I like
Um,
Chandler and Lane. I don't really. Grant's just there.
I've Grant's a great guy. I've met him a
He
couple
is.
times, and he's been super nice to me. Just overall amazing dude and a good driver. He does a great job in that 9 truck. It's disappointing he didn't get the championship back when Ben Rhodes stole it, because after the Corey Heim Hocevar debacle, that was Grant's if they didn't go overtime times 55 or whatever. It was
Don't
like
remind
9
me of that.
overtimes.
Don't remind me of that.
That was hard to watch.
Yeah, that was
But
bad.
and the cup race I thought was pretty good. I was again happy to see the Fords do well. I'm a big fan of the Penske group, so it was great to see the 22 have a good run and win the race. And I thought the 12 had a chance to win until he didn't. I thought the race overall was pretty good. People were dancing around the track. Strategy was cool, um, and a good finish. Denny almost got there.
Yeah, pretty good race. I think the only thing that were made better was the tires. They were a little too hard, I think. But yeah. Well, Anthony, what do you think about the whole weekend?
I worked. I didn't get to see the truck race. I just watched the highlights. But honestly, I thought the cup race was a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. I do agree with the tire. I think just a little bit softer tire would have been good. But I like the fact that you could use multiple lanes. If you had a faster car, I felt like you could make it happen. You kind of get stuck side by side for a couple laps, but you ultimately you could make the pass work if you were a little bit faster. And so I think that was a plus. Yeah, I don't know. I really have a whole lot more on it. I thought it was better than I thought it was going to be, and I'll just kind of leave it at that. I didn't have high expectations, and I wouldn't mind seeing another points race there, honestly.
Yeah, I think we should go
Yeah,
to more tracks that aren't copy and. I don't think very many tracks should have 2 dates. I don't. I think very few tracks deserve 2 dates. Maybe we should just zip Sonoma off the schedule forever and throw it into a fireball because I hate Sonoma so much. This is the oh no. Sonoma is every year. Sonoma puts on the worst race you will ever watch in your life. You can I love racing and I love NASCAR. And I would rather watch the worst Formula 1 race. It is the worst race every
I
year. I
it's our
hate it.
Monaco. It's our Monaco,
It's
all
not
right. Like it,
prestigious though. It's terrible.
we've
It's
had it for so long, and it just has a lot of history in NASCAR. I personally think it's a must-have when it comes to road courses. Sonoma and Watkins Glen have to be on the schedule every year, in my opinion.
uh-uh.
I think they're just NASCAR classics.
We can get rid of Sonoma and put Rockingham in.
And I feel like, yeah, again, you said Wilkesboro. I feel like it's a very unique track, and it was cool to see the next gen cars play a little bit of a different game. I also like to add on, I thought it was very interesting with the cautions that timed out, and there were only 6 cars in the lead lap. We don't see that very often, and just
Yeah, that was
the
cool.
size of Wilkesboro and just the pace that you can have and how fast you can get around in a lap. Just being able to run guys a lap down like that was pretty crazy, because then there weren't many options for who could win.
Well, I mean that Bowman Yellow took all the good cars and sent them to the shadow realm.
Yeah,
They're all lap down, and the cars that were in the top 10 were half of them were shit. Like they're
yeah,
bad. I mean, no offense to the Ford group at front row, but Todd Gillen, he had a good car. And Suarez was not good early in
not
the race.
worried.
Suarez was like a 30th place car, and he got really lucky with not getting the blend line violation or whatever the hell he had, and somehow avoiding that, and then Bowman being blind, I guess,
Yeah,
and deaf and stupid. Yeah, I thought it was a great race. I thought we should go back there. I love short tracks. We don't get enough of them on the Cup schedule. I love short track racing. I think we put on a good show. I think trucks was good too. Yeah, I'm very happy, and we're gonna go into Indy and watch another snooze fest at Indy.
Hey, for the in-season challenge, as a Blaney fan, I'm a little bit scared. With Todd Gilliland,
What?
you said his car didn't finish where you think he should have finished. Like he got a better finish. And he did beat Ryan Blaney. Blaney did speed in the pits, but he did finish higher than Blaney. And last year at Indianapolis, 2025, Blaney finished 7th and Gilliland finished 6th.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't.
You never know, man. You never know.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
It'd
Ty
be pretty
Dillon-
cool, honestly.
He made it there.
Yeah.
There's no reason he shouldn't.
Yeah, the Todd father, man, get it done. I mean, I was there when Ty Dillon, and he almost did it with a destroyed car.
Yup.
I was like, holy
man.
shit, he's still gonna do it. But
Yeah.
I'm excited for Indy. Excited for tomorrow night. With Hypershift, and we're gonna get to kind of the last segment of the night and our diecast of the week. I need to get like a video or something for that made. Get it
Yep.
all hyped up. But yeah, the diecast of the week. And who wants to? You want to go first, Jaden? Want to go first?
Do I want to go first? Sure.
Yeah, let's see it, buddy.
Alrighty. Today we have picked out Ross Chastain's Elite Kansas Kubota win. We got the silver autograph right there with the COA.
Nice.
Nice confetti. Chrome number. It's one of my favorite schemes he's run. Yeah, DIN number, I can't see here. 239. I don't know how many of these were made, but yeah, there you go.
According to Gage, that's how old I am. So
That was a while ago. How old you were? You've not been that for a while. I have one of my personal favorite diecasts. Probably my most expensive diecast. Austin Dillon's 2017 Coca-Cola 600 race win diecast. I mean, just a beautiful race car.
Oh my gosh, I'm jealous.
The Coke bottle confetti on the back of the car. My favorite driver. I like that it's in silver, but I think it is autographed. I did not do that, but man, I love this car. My favorite driver. This is DIN 241. I don't know how many. I'll be honest with you, but I love this paint scheme. I love the Memorial Day feel. I wish we would run something more like it again. He's only ran something like
that
this
was one of his
once.
best paint schemes.
It is a beautiful paint scheme. It's a beautiful car, and it looked beautiful doing burnouts in the grass at Charlotte. So
Yep.
There you go. There you go.
I would love for him to win this week, but if you've seen RCR's post and you've seen the car, it looks disgusting. It looks like it looks like piss. It's probably the worst.
I haven't looked. Now I'm gonna have to look.
You're gonna have to look because it's abhorrent. But Anthony, what do you got for diecast?
All right. Well, for starters, I wasn't prepared for this at all, so I had to grab something because all the other stuff that I have is currently in storage. But in my opinion, I like the black better than I like the red. And I don't think there's much of a bigger story in NASCAR than when Kevin Harvick took over after Dale Earnhardt passed away in the 29 car. So this is a 2001 Kevin Harvick throwback.
Oh my gosh. Look at that color. That's one of my favorite Harvick schemes he ever ran. That black number on the white and the underline on the bottom, the skirt being black, like it's just a really nice detail. It's such a sleek car.
Yeah, and they came out with it, a lot of the stuff was red, and I did this black one just sets it off for me, man. It just when he won in that car, man, I don't think there was a NASCAR fan out there that didn't have a tear in their eye and how much that meant to the sport to be able to kind of closure in a way, but man, that was just a huge moment when he won that race.
Yeah, and honestly, my dad was a Kevin Harvick fan because of that. And then, of course, he was a Harvick fan when I was a kid. So that's honestly what got me into NASCAR was Kevin Harvick. He was my favorite driver for the longest time until I grew my own taste.
Yeah.
You grew taste.
But yeah, just
went
absolutely super influential and just one of the best stories for sure.
I love you, brother, but you went the wrong way with the taste thing.
You did. You went the wrong way.
What do you mean?
I'm just busting you got a Ford shirt on, man.
It's because I work at Ford.
I'm just busting your balls.
I'm also wearing an Austin Dillon hat.
Ah!
Yeah, see, there you go. There you go.
Victory
Hell
Lane,
yeah.
Richmond.
So, who do you guys think? What do you think's going to happen? Who do you guys picking to win tomorrow night?
Oh my
At
god, we
Michigan.
forgot all about
Holy
that.
crap!
That's
We
all right.
did.
I'll host your podcast for you, Gage. It's cool.
Holy shit! I was thinking
Appreciate it.
I'm forgetting something, man.
You're good. Hey, it's
Oh
not.
my.
We're not used to just sitting here shooting the shit like this. So, but no, I'm curious. What do you guys think?
Okay, so we do our poll, our race prediction for the winner, and our underdog of the week.
Anthony, I think you should go first.
Yeah, I think Anthony should go first. Should set the. We did look at stats earlier a little bit, but I mean, no, we don't need stats.
Yeah, I don't have the stats. I just know what I kind of see every week, and you know, I think. Which one is first? Poll.
Poll. Yeah, we do poll.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna have to go with my boy Adam Boughton.
That's not a bad pick.
Yep.
You know, the guy's just lightning fast, and he can lay down a lap. I think he might get the pole here at Michigan.
Yeah, it's not a bad pick. He's probably was my pick for pole. He's so good at Michigan in qualifying. But who's your race win pick and your dog?
I'm gonna say race wins. I think the 8 car of Kent Mueller has a really good shot here. We raced Saturday night and we ran Michigan, and that car was really, really strong. We got off pit sequence just a little bit and the caution bit him, but that 8 car, he's got a shot to win this week. Yeah, I think Kent might go grab one. My long shot, or whatever you call it, the underdog.
Our dog.
The underdog, man. That's a tough one.
It is. I think that's the hardest pick we do.
That really is, man. Sheesh. I think I'm gonna go with the new guy, Zachary Nerney.
That's
wow.
That's
I'm gonna
That's
give him a
bold
shot,
decision,
man.
but yeah.
I mean, he's got
Kyle
really
Cobb.
good racecraft. He learns a lot from Kyle. You know, they're buddies, and we know he's fast. I think I'm gonna go with Zach. I think he's gotta get a shot to win, or
that's not a bad pick.
you know.
That's not a bad pick at all. Those are pretty good picks, and that kind of takes Adam from me. That was my for sure pole position. But Jaden, who you got for your 3 guys for this week?
For the poll, I got you, Gage.
I can't qualify.
Oh, really? Oh, you.
I was a naughty
boy.
You
gotta clean it up, buddy. Oh man, now I gotta rethink.
I don't know why you picked me for
Dang,
qualifying. I have 2
that
polls
caught me off
ever
guard.
and like 50
I
Hypershift starts.
have that energy. I feel like you run pretty good at Michigan, so
I don't qualify good anywhere though.
I'm gonna go for pole position, Dwayne Furtick. I think he's got speed week in, week out, and I gotta pick somebody. For my race winner, I have you, Anthony. I think that you can, as you said, this is one of your better tracks, and confidence is key. You've clearly run good here before, and I think it's time. I think it's time that the 95 car ends up in victory lane tomorrow night, and I'm gonna pick myself as the underdog. I feel like I can run good at Michigan and hopefully get my first non-super speedway win. I know it's like super speedway, but I feel like I have good pace at Michigan, and I feel like I have a little trick up my sleeve that I'm waiting to display. I'm not quite sure what's a really fast lap there, but I feel confident with my runnings at Michigan, so I put myself as the underdog. I just noticed I kind of just picked the entire show, which was non-intentional, but
I didn't even notice
I guess it just ended up like that.
Yeah. Well, I can't be pole. I don't know why. No one should ever pick me for pole because I suck in qualifying. I'm not very good at qualifying.
Well, you're better than I am.
I don't do very well. I qualify like 6th every week.
And you know what? I would have put Jack, but Jack's not racing. So
yeah, Jack is so sneaky good in qualifying. He just his racecraft is terrible. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Jack.
Sometimes.
But man, my pole position. Well, you guys keep taking it. I got my pole and my dog right last week. So I'm pretty excited about that. But man, I don't think John's gonna go back to back for poles. He's not done that once this year. The speedways, the McLaren cars are really fast. Those Allegiant boys are really good on the speedways, and especially in qualifying. But I'm gonna go with Kyle Taub for pole. Kyle's really good, man. He's coming to the scene mid-season. He already has a win, one at Chicagoland, but he qualifies very well. I think he has the best average start so far. He only has like 3 starts or something, but he has a really good average start and an average finish too, to be honest. But he's super good in qualifying. That's my pole pick is Kyle Taub. That 41 car is gonna be sitting on the pole. Man, my race winner. It's so tough. It really is really tough. Because I'm trying to think of last year, and I'm trying to think of past races there at Michigan, at least in this league. Man, Adam Boughton's really good here. He's really good at Michigan. He's really good at Michigan. I've battled. Unfortunately, I've been on the losing end, I think, of my battles with Adam. Unfortunately, but Adam's really fast here. I think Adam's going to be my race winner. For my pick for race winner. And here's Jack Simpson joining the call. We're still on the podcast. But that's gonna be my pick for win is my boy Adam. I think Adam's gonna be a pick. And my dog of the week. My dog is really the hardest one. It really is. It's really the hardest one. Oh my god, here he is. We'll get right to you, Jack. Just 1 second, buddy.
Okay. Sorry.
We'll let you do your picks, then we're gonna wrap it up here, bub.
Okay.
Let's go. My dog. I don't know.
Shit's hard, isn't it?
It's hard because like you're thinking of everyone.
You race with the same people every week, and you realize the potentials. It's not a small list, right? Like it's tough.
Not. Like it's
hard to pick who you consider as an underdog, and honestly, I think it depends on the track. Not so much the driver.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the track type, but that's why when I look at when we look at stats, I don't look at stats throughout the season. We look at track specific stats, like the speedway stats for this year, because that's really what it's telling. Like if you look at the short track stats, well, me and Jack are the best, like by far the best 2 guys I think in the short tracks, aside from like maybe Cofield, because Cofield led like every lap at Richmond. That's why they're very different. Like nothing drives like Richmond and Michigan. And like last week, since Jack is on here, Jack compared Richmond and Indianapolis to very comparable racetracks because they're hard to pass.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was my one comparison. That if you can lead, like the leader can lead every lap at Richmond the same way they can lead every lap at Indianapolis. You know what I mean?
Hey, it can be hard to pass at Daytona too.
Yeah.
No, it can't.
Yes, it can.
Yes, it absolutely can.
But my dog.
Not in the same way.
I think you've kind of sold me on Kent Mueller, and he already has a win this year. That's gonna be my dog. Kent is gonna be my dog. And he usually runs top 10 a lot, anyways, and he's always playing games with the damn fuel strategy, and it's kind of always annoying because I'm like, what is this 8 car doing? But yeah, Kent's really solid, so that's gonna be my dog. And Jack, if you want to really quickly give us your pole, race win, and your dog for the week.
Okay, I will. I didn't know the podcast was still on. I just joined it. I'm on the road to Ottawa. But anyway, my pole pick for Michigan is going to be yet again Adam Boughton. I think I picked him at Indianapolis as well. Just because he's a good qualifier. Sorry, I'm a bit unprepared this week. But yeah, Adam Boughton's my pole pick. My win pick. That's a good one. I know Dwayne Furtick, he would have been mine for Michigan, but I know he's not racing this week. I would say my win pick is Gage. Gage, you're my win pick for Michigan, just because I think I've seen you know how to control those races at the 2-milers. So you're my pick for the win, and then I think my pick for the dog this week it would be Doug Denise. Just because we've seen it yet again at 2-milers like Indianapolis. He can just shows up out of nowhere and he's quick, and he's at the front of the field late in the race. So I'd say Doug Denise. From what I saw at Indianapolis, it was impressive. So he's going to be my pick for the dog.
Those are pretty good picks, and we forgot when we were doing it, or at least Jaden did.
Are
Dwayne's
we
not
freaking
racing,
serious, man?
so you gotta
So
pick
I
a
got
new guy.
two
You
of
gotta
my
pick.
picks are just Bubkiss right off the bat. Couldn't pick you for pole.
You gotta give us a new win
When
now.
Dwayne's not racing. Man, that changes things up.
Oh, it changes things up.
I gotta dig deep for this one. Man, this one's a tough one. And Jack's not racing, and again, I said I would have picked Jack. I don't want to pick you because Jack just picked you. Yeah, I think Adam is definitely capable of doing it. Just speed every week, especially from the team as a whole. So I definitely think he can get it done in Michigan.
Yeah, I think the Adam Glaze at Michigan is a lot, right? But I mean, he's really good here. The 2
Yeah.
races I've raced with him, he's really good at Michigan, so that's why I'm so
Yeah.
high on him. But those are our picks. We're gonna look back at this next week, and I'll be terribly wrong, and then we'll be making fun of ourselves. But yeah, I think that's where we wrap her up. I know Jack joined us for the last 5 minutes just to, sound like Jack.
Jack doing Jack things.
But yeah, I thank you, Jack, for joining us with your presence. It's very awesome of you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, Jaden, for
Yeah,
coming.
I just thought I'd pop in.
Big thanks to Anthony.
Big thanks to Anthony, man. Thank
The
you
man.
for coming on to the podcast and talking about,
Of course, man.
your side of the league side of it and the racing side of it at the same time.
I appreciate you guys having me on, man. I'm down to do it anytime.
Well, we're down to have you again, and we're gonna look at your picks and see if they're right for this tomorrow night, and see how wrong Jacks are, because he's always wrong. Actually, no, he's not gonna be wrong about the race win pick though. He's right about that pick.
Oh, your cell phone.
Not if you're seeing my bumper.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, you're gonna be seeing something on the bumper, because we're running the Chubbs masturbates car this week, but it's back.
Yeah, amazing.
While
you guys are running into each other, I'll just run away. So.
You see this guy? Last year he wouldn't say that. Now he's like, oh, you two do that, I'm just gonna win.
Right?
Hey, I said earlier, confidence is key, man.
It is. I mean, if you put yourself down all the time, it don't help.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you all of you guys for showing up and having almost an hour and a half of being on the podcast, just yapping.
Thanks.
Had fun, showed off some cool die casts, talked to some good people. Thank you for anyone who tuned in or will tune in after, once the video is up or the live stream is up as a video. Like and subscribe to the SQ187 Sim Racing channel. I'm working on a documentary video right now.
Gage, can I share my diecast of the week?
Yeah, if you have it, yeah. Do you have it?
Okay, my diecast of the week. Can you wait, please? My diecast of the week, I would have to say for Michigan, it would be Ricky Stenhouse's Irish Spring 47 car, just because Irish Springs is a brand for Michigan. So that's the brand I would choose for this week, or the diecast I would choose for this week. But the downside is I don't actually own the diecast.
Well, that's the whole point, is that you own it, dumbass.
Yeah.
Where did you guys find this guy, man?
Sorry, I just thought I'd
GG.
might as well try.
This guy. We try to wrap the show up, but then you say some like off the wall stupidity for some reason.
Epic Jack Simpson moment, dude.
Okay, my remarks are done.
Okay.
That was a mic drop right there.
That is a mic drop. All right. But thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the Virtual Victory Lane podcast. Catch us next Wednesday around 7:30. We're going to talk all things Michigan. We're going to talk all things the upcoming week after that at Bristol.